Rogers TV obviously has some wonderful programming, but one thing that I look forward to every year is KickBack, and my friend Ben Strasser has taken some time out of his busy schedule to join us. Ben, first of all, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate you having me out to the game tonight.
Well, I love that you're here. I love that you got the family here. KickBack is coming up on January 20th. I know what it is, but for those people out there that don't know, maybe you can explain what KickBack is.
Wonderful. So it is 6 hours of mental health conversations. People sharing personal stories about addiction, anxiety, depression, suicide, whatever they might be dealing with or have dealt with. We have organizations coming on that deal with mental health and mental illness professionally, therapists, all walks of life involved in this, just to kind of continue that conversation to reduce the stigmas of what that surround mental health.
It's such an important thing that you do every season. What was your motivation to start this?
So it was really myself and a friend that started this, and he had a lot more personal connection to it with himself, but for me it was friends and family that I saw that were struggling with their mental health and didn't necessarily know where to go or who to talk to. And so we just decided, let's start a conversation, and initially we kicked it off with 12 hours of live television, which it was quite the undertaking, but it was just such a beautiful thing, and so ever since then we just haven't stopped and we've kept it going.
I love that you took the initiative to do this, and so many people that you wouldn't know that this touches, it does. And you and I talked about this. I took part in KickBack a couple of years ago. I told some of my stories with my struggles with mental health, and that's why I think this is so important. How many years has it been going on now? Because I know this is a long-standing tradition.
And I can't believe it. This is actually the 9th year that we've been doing KickBack, and so I'm just so excited and so thankful that it's been going on for so long. And it's been really neat this year, specifically to see the changes over what is almost a decade, is that the men came out in full force this year to share their stories, share their struggles of what they're dealing with personally, but also what maybe their family, their kids are struggling with, or people in their family or friends. And it was just really, really encouraging and empowering for us to continue these conversations.
I know you touched on it a little bit, but if I were to just say, put it in 1 or 2 sentences, why is this so important, Ben?
It's important because there's so many people that struggle in silence, and it's unnecessary to do so. There's so many people out in the world that are willing to listen, and it's important to have these conversations specifically for men too, to just be vulnerable and share their feelings, because chances are you're not alone. You're not alone. In the 9 years of doing this, that's what I've learned. Everybody has some form of struggle, either personally or very close to them, and it's just so important to start these conversations.
I couldn't agree more. You're never alone in a situation like this. All right, we're coming up on January the 20th. I know it starts at 7 a.m. Give me the full details on it, and if people if they can't watch it live, can they also watch it afterwards?
Yes, January 20th, kicking off at 7 a.m., 6 hours of content around mental health, personal stories, organizations sharing what they do to help people that are struggling, and it's going to be really empowering and encouraging. So the tagline is, if you're struggling with today, spend it with us, and we just really encourage everybody to do that.
If you're struggling with today, it always coincides right around Blue Monday. I know most of you know what that is. So tune in on the 20th, if you can, with Ben and everybody at 7 a.m. If you can't, catch it online. And more importantly, as Ben just said, there's always someone there to listen. From Sean and Ben, always someone there to listen. Ben, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Sean.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more. You're watching Hefner Kitchener Rangers Hockey on Rogers TV.